Okay, hello everyone. How are we doing? Um, Good night, good evening, good night, good morning. God bless wherever you are in the world. Let's just make this clear. Everything I say in this video is my opinion and mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. Please do not attack or harass anyone mentioned in these videos. Thank you. Okay, so this is part 2 of... I'm not too sure how many I'm going to do. I need to put a number in here somewhere. So maybe in the next one there'll be a number to how many I'll do. I will try and sort that. So we're going back into the mind of Katie Joy to figure out who she is and why she's the way she is. What makes her, what drives her, what determines her mood in a day-by-day situation. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so before I get into this one, I wanted to add something. If you can't give Katie compassion or empathy, could you please give some for this little boy? He is wrapped up in all of this. He does see and hears so much. He's 8 now, so he's going to be very alert and very aware of the surroundings and what's going on. Okay, so when you forget how to be a mom to your medically fragile child. Driving in the car last night, in a beautiful moment of quiet. It was so beautiful as I looked out at the fog along the horizon. I thought of the fact that I really have quiet moments like this in my life. I'm certain most moms and parents cherish these quiet moments. Often in my quiet moments, my head starts buzzing about all the things I'm not doing for my son Vaughn. The appointments I haven't made, the medication I haven't reordered, therapists I haven't talked to about progress, and the lingering doubts about what I'm doing as a mom, parent and human for my son. This is a person who beats herself up regularly, who is constantly bombarding herself with hate, disappointment, and so much pain. Quietly I listened to the hum of the car over the country road and thought that in the midst of all this chaos of having a child with so many needs, I've forgotten simply how to be a mom. All the activities, crafting, cookie baking, trips to the amusement park, movies and museums that never really happen, playing pretend, making forts, playing hide and seek, or giggling until you cry have never happened. Somewhere in the midst of this chaos, I became a case manager, a nurse, a doctor. I forgot how to be a mom. Okay, so this one is very relatable. When I became a mom, I knew that I became a nurse, a laundrette, a chef, a teacher, and Jiminy Cricket. We become whatever our child needs us to be. And we can only do our best. Sometimes we may not feel like our best is enough, but if you ask someone looking in, they will more than likely tell you that you working your socks off, trying to do and be everything your child needs. Trying to make sure that they know that you have relent. I've never really been a mom because Vaughn's been sick from birth. It's been a world of hanging on for the next disaster, appointments with constant bad news, and fighting for every single milestone. It's been a goal-oriented event of trying to get my child to not only survive his adolescence but learn along the way. As these thoughts pour in about the life I envisioned versus the one I believe I was given by God, an image of a wind-up toy came to mind. I imagined slowly spinning the winding key on the back of the toy, and the toy starts to move. Without any thinking, movements are mechanically automatic and repetitious, and when the key is done, the toy stops moving. It occurred to me that every single morning I wake up, I wind my key on my back, and I simply have been going through the motions of being a mom. There hasn't been a lot of emotional thought in the process, no time for reflection, and certainly the movements from day to day have been the same as I try my best to survive another day. Yeah, that is pretty much part of being a mom. Harder when you have a child who's poorly. Harder when you just want answers and the doctors to say that we can fix this. My life is a series of mechanical events that have sucked out the joy of motherhood. There is no thought about crafts, baking cookies, or playing pretend. In fact, most days my keys wound so tightly I feel like the toy that malfunctioned, and I'm laying on my back moving but going nowhere. I feel my legs and arms working to move, and I can't move. I can't make any progress because I'm stuck in the same place every single day. In the morning when I wake, I think all the things I'm going to do differently, all the giggles and games we're going to play. Then I'm hit with a laundry list of therapy appointments, doctor's appointments, to-dos for homework given to us by his therapist and nurses. I wind up my key and I move through another day. I forget by 9 a.m. that I was going to bake cookies, make crafts, laugh or simply enjoy being a mom. By noon I'm defeated. Another meal that has taken more than an hour for him to eat. I worry he's going to become failure to thrive again. Why he's not chewing, why he won't swallow, and will when will he actually want to touch food by 3 p.m. I've forgotten I wanted to play a game of hide and seek because I'm watching his chest to see if he's reacting, looking at his eyes to see if they are puffy or dark, checking his temperature, feeling his hands to ensure he's not clammy. And now it's time for dinner, and I sit down for another meal that will take an hour. I stare blindly at him and I hope it will one day just click. He will magically chew and swallow and do it all by himself. Oh wow. Oh wow. So this is why he has this feeding tube. Oh baby boy. You are an incredible little boy, fair play to you. You've beaten them all in your butt. Dinner is over and all I can think is having 10 minutes to myself where I'm not worrying about his health and development as I drift off to sleep. My thoughts go back to him, eating, medication, therapy. I forget again I was going to hug him so hard. He pushed me away. or that we were going to cuddle in bed before he went to sleep. My sleep is constantly interrupted by dreams of what could be or will be, and I wake up to the same reality. It isn't that I dislike my life, but there are days days just wi- there are days I just wish there was a different reality. Moments when I could simply enjoy being his mom. Of course, life isn't all doom and gloom in our house. I do get quiet moments and giggles with him, but they are fleeting. I try to make sure we have these moments every single day. I gently tickle his feet and nuzzle his neck and throw him in the air, and as I chase him up the stairs and follow him to his room. I let him roughhouse climb and explore with me. Yet these moments never feel very authentic. They are just another part of my wind-up toy. Planned movements where I'm going through the motions of just being his mom. There is so much pain here. I see a completely different person. I see a person who is alone, afraid. I would be too. I would be too. The only type of normality this person has is coming on the internet and arguing with people, because that is more normal than having a child who the doctors don't know how to fix. So you make a new reality, and whether you're friends with the people that you're arguing with or not, this is more of a normal reality than doctors not knowing a cure or having a cure. It is so hard. This is it. This is why her room is her safe haven, where she doesn't have to think about how poorly he is. And again, it's that out of sight, out of mind situation. All these concerns continuously building and building and building. And you just want these doctors to do what they do. They fix people. They're supposed to fix people. Why can't they fix people? I know it will get better. I know we'll find a way through this darkness. But there aren't always happy endings. And when your child is medically fragile and developmentally delayed, there are really hard days, hard moments, and hard seconds. There are times it's hard to breathe. I can imagine. I can imagine. The next time you see me struggling, frowning, or even quiet, just ask me if I'm okay. Remind me I'm doing my best, and pray we will get through this and come out the other side victorious. I don't want to be a wind-up toy forever. Katie, you're doing your best. You're doing what you know how to do. You're trying to make it through another day. If you are reading this feeling like this, just know there is a way to get through this every single day. We have the opportunity to change the way we parent. We can become more present by asking for help and getting help with our lives. We cannot be everything to our children and also expect to be good parents. I will take the first step getting assistance. I hope you will too. And that's that one. Wow. Another emotional roller coaster. Another truth that is normally hidden in the shadows, that I imagine Katie is afraid of showing because people will think that she's not strong enough when she is. But I think she needs to learn better coping techniques. She needs better coping mechanisms in place. And that's really all I can say. So, until the next one, take care, stay safe, and be kind to yourself. Just be kind to yourself.